Ever feel like you're not enough, that no matter what you try to do, confidence seems like a distant friend? Well, you're not alone. You're in the right place. And there's something that you can check in with really quickly, your gut. But we're going to go a little bit more beyond that. I'm going to show you how to do that to figure out maybe something's out of balance. Maybe something's out of whack. Maybe it's not just you. So, thank you for joining me. You are in the right place if you have been looking to reclaim your power and own your expertise and shine brighter in this world, because the world needs bright lights like you. And I'm glad that you're here. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Irena Miller. I'm a spiritual life guide, what I call an energy alchemist, because I love to study all things spiritual. If I can certify, initiate in it, graduate from it, I will. I love doing deep dive learning and then bringing together curated practices for you. I've been doing this for almost 3 decades to create something that really helps you and to meet you where you are in this moment now. And today, I want to talk about owning your worth, owning your confidence, owning your expertise. And the first thing to do when that doubt creeps in is check in with your gut. And I have a really simple 3-step exercise to help you do this. And we're going to get into that. But before we do, I want to just talk about how to check in with your gut, because that's a phrase that's thrown around a lot. Like, oh, just check your gut. What does your gut say? Do you feel it in your gut? And that gets really confusing. So I want you to think about it on this level. I want you to think about it on 4 levels. I want you to think about it physically. Physically, how does your gut feel, your solar plexus? Do you feel butterflies? Do you feel tension? Do you feel queasy? Do you feel excitement? Then check in mentally, which might sound a little bit strange, but check in with whatever thoughts are moving through your heart and mind. Are you playing old experiences back? Do you hear the words of parents or family members or other coaches and guides or teachers along the way of things that they've said to you? So you're checking in physically, you're checking in mentally with your thoughts. Check in emotionally. What are you feeling emotion-wise? So we're not talking about the physicality of it. We're not talking about the thoughts, but are you feeling anger? Are you feeling sadness? Are you feeling remorse? Just take note. That's all you're doing right now is collecting data. And then the final piece, check in on a spiritual level. And what that means is take a few deep belly breaths and call on your guardian angels for support. I was working with a client yesterday and she is so amazing. She woke up and she said, Irena, I don't know why, but I just decided I needed to call on Archangel Michael for protection. I don't know why. And we were having our session in the Mastering Intuition program. And as we tuned into her energy, it became very apparent why that protection was so beautiful to have that day. But she didn't know. She went with her gut. I don't know why I feel like I need the angels today, but I really need to call on them. And she did. And it was so wise. So that's what we're doing here, is that we're being proactive, a step ahead. So first thing when people say check your gut, well, how do you do it? Do it on 4 levels: physically, emotionally, mentally, and then check in with spirit. Now, what you want to know about your gut, this is another aspect, is that really what we're doing is we're checking in with the energy center there in the solar plexus. And some of you may have heard of the term chakras, or chakras as I say them. And we have our main 7 energy centers, or chakras. They're the rainbow colors. Maybe you've seen them. Let me know in the comments if you have. Many people like to buy necklaces with the chakra stones on them, or bracelets. So fabulous to have. But with these energy centers, think of them as a way, almost like a filter, to process data and information that's coming into you. And then the energy and information you're sending back out is also processed through that filter of that energy center. And we can talk another time about, well, what do you mean by filter? What's in the filter? All that stuff. But for right now, know that you can actually send out information telling people on a subconscious level of how to treat you, and that's what we're getting into. Because when doubt hits, if you're talking with someone and they're really insecure, or they're doubtful, or they're second guessing all the time, you most likely can pick up on it. There's an energy, a vibe they're giving off, and it's coming from the solar plexus. So what we're doing is we're saying, when that doubt kicks in, when that confidence seems to be a distant friend, we can't quite find it, we want to take a moment to check in with our gut, our solar plexus energy center, our chakra. What is going on there? And that's where this 3-part recipe really comes in. I call it gas. I love these little acronyms and recipes to make it easier to remember, but also a little play on words because a deep belly laugh can be very helpful in these situations. We take ourselves more lightheartedly, if that's a word, lightheartedly, not so seriously. And that does lighten the mood. It helps to alleviate the doubt. But the G really stands for gut. You're just checking in with your gut and you're checking in on those 4 levels I mentioned a moment ago: physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Once you check in, and the purpose of that is to go into observation role, because sometimes we're feeling everything all at once and it's so much information coming in, we can't make sense of it. We don't know what's happening. This is going to help. So check in with your gut. The second part of this gas recipe is affirmations. Well, when that solar plexus is out of balance, that energy center, we are feeling a lack of confidence. We are feeling low self-esteem. We're not valuing our gifts and talents, bringing them to the world. If it's overactive, if it's, too much, then there's a bully energy, there's an aggression, there's a manipulation. But when it's in balance, you are standing in your knowledge, in your power, knowing that you have an incredible set of gifts that you're bringing to this world. And there are so many different gifts that people bring. So that I like to pull in affirmations at this point, because affirmations are a great way to begin this journey of spiritual practices, to help increase your awareness and to help shift the pattern of thought. So affirmations that begin with I will are very powerful for you to eradicate doubt. It can be, I will succeed in my efforts. I will claim my power. I will stand up for myself with kindness and respect. I will be compassionate towards myself. It's the I will. You can simply even just say, I will. And that makes a difference. Then the final part of this energy recipe, the S for gas, is shine. There's a meditation practice that I teach my clients that involves thinking of your solar plexus, thinking of a beautiful yellow ball of light there. You can see it as golden. I almost said golden, but we're going to do yellow. And you're going to see a yellow ball of light right there in the solar plexus. And as you see that golden ball of light, I'm going to just encourage you to make a nice clockwise circle on your tummy, on the upper belly. And just imagine breathing in a beautiful golden light, adding to the yellow in your stomach. And you take a deep breath. And it's beautiful, beautiful practice. Now, if you were feeling a lot of anxiety or doubt before you tuned in, what I'm going to encourage you to do first is actually do a counterclockwise movement. And you're like, oh, clockwise, counterclockwise. How do I know, Irena? Well, imagine like you're looking down at the clock face on your tummy, and that the 12 o'clock is down towards your belly button and the 6 is up near your chest. And the clockwise, you'd go from 12 to 6, and counterclockwise, the opposite. So counterclockwise, if you're feeling anxiety, let the anxiety out of your tummy first, do a counterclockwise movement, let it release to the earth, and then do the clockwise movement on your belly. I didn't know I was going to be showing my tummy off so much today. And just even feel that simple difference and breathe. So to recap, when in doubt, check your gut. I'm giggling because in an accounting class that I took in college, our professor would always say, when in doubt, create an account. Or when in doubt, anyway, who knows? I would guess I was thinking of my coding days. When in doubt, reboot. Trying to make it rhyme. I digress, making you try to chuckle. Oh, hey, I just... I heard a good joke. So maybe this is why it's coming into belly laugh. If any of you guys have seen that show, Constellation, really, really, really interesting. And they share like one of these dad/mom jokes in it. And I thought it was really cute. And it goes along the lines of this. What did the Spanish fireman name his 2 sons? Jose A and Hose B. I thought that was cute. So little chuckle or an eye roll. But it's a good show. If you haven't watched it yet, let me know if you have. I'm curious. It makes for great conversation. All right. Give yourself a deep breath. Know that the work that you are doing is so needed, especially right now. And if you're tuning in, I'm so thankful for you because I know that you are helping to make this world a brighter, better place. The work that you do in our time together each week is quite profound. It ripples out and it encourages and inspires other people. So step into your gifts, into your power, and ride that wave to help create a better place. All right. If this has been helpful to you, please do share it with a friend. It helps out so much. It helps spread these sacred practices to others who can benefit from them. It helps me out so I can continue to share these with you. And then if this has been helpful, do like and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm so that these messages can continue to filter out. All right. Have an incredible day, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.